Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik and this is a game War in the Pacific Admits Edition. This is my play-by-ear match against Xargun. He's a commander and for me it is Empire of Japan. Scenario 1, game version 26B. And another day in February 42. I finally take over here the last two dot bases, hopefully in Burma. There are some allied ships around Tahiti, 3, 4, maybe 5. I hope I can get them. At the same time sweeping the last mines of Surabaya port. And I catch here enemy tanker, AO, something like this. Nothing what can fight back. Tinker and AOs are, I think, still maybe the most important to think for the Japanese troop ships also. Loaded troop ships, of course, are the best. But cargo ships, I think, it makes no sense. I mean, I can think 100 cargo ships and there are still too many for allies. Good. There's a mini Dutch base force I want to get rid, so there's no flying boats more operating. And I also pick up more dot bases. It looks like no mines more in Surabaya. So the port is free. I sweep Tahiti. Was not sure if there's any maybe cap on the ground I missed before. Better be safe than sorry. Ground attacks. More recon to find where's maybe enemy ships. The problem with this kind of dot base area is you can always move your fleet 1 hex and then disband the task force and then you are in a dot base port. Then navy attack will not work, you must always make port strikes. I don't like this system, I think this is a weak point in the game. There is no ships can hide in a dot base. Anyway, ground attacks. This is the Chinese, I don't know, leftover forces try to reach Changsha, but I have, I think, already a tank, recon regiment on guard to welcome them on the other side of the river. So if whatever the Chinese will try to achieve here, if they cross the river, I think I'll drive them back. But no airstrike in the morning. So port strikes, I set my carriers for navy strike and port strike secondary. So this means port strikes are always in the afternoon. But I don't know where's the enemy, so I can only let the commander choose. Sometimes this is working and sometimes they're ignoring the orders and then they don't even try to fly. destroying more bombs on peasants. There is an enemy ship, and this is the Dixie. So this is a big AD. So assistant destroyer can, I think, rearm torpedoes and shells up to 5-inch. I'm not sure, or 6-inch, but also I think repair. So like repair ship for small craft. Up to destroyers. And my torpedo bombers are somehow not able to sink this fat ship. One torpedo hit will at least slow it down. It will not escape, but not really a successful strike. And no port strike. Tja. After the not so successful land battle, I changed to bombardment. And I try again. Source of Xargun, here's another Chinese 14 scoop. But similar problems. The high mountains are really easy to defend. So casualties are again similar and not in my favor. Dot base empty. Nothing left to destroy. It takes the empty base, that is good. And this is now the allies maybe crossing the rivers or making a shock attack, but this firstly most of them are using HQs and the rest is empty. So there is no attack value really striking me. They have 53 attack value and they're out of supplies or something, so at the end 0, and I can hold the position. I also attack here. The space force is retreating 1-to-1. No real casualties. I must try again. Maybe I can try a shock attack because this is a base force. There's not really a risk to lose a lot. Good. And again, the carriers at Tahiti are not so successful. Maybe there is not really a lot to sink, and the little I cannot sink. But at least my service task force was able to kill this AO, and the Dixie is damaged. Good. So air losses today only for the allies. So my carriers today lost nothing, and I get rid of these 2 Catalinas. Plus this AO. AOs most of the time are bigger, more important ships. And not bigger, but have higher value. So this is a standard AO, I would say. Nothing really great on it, but it's a AO. So no change of situation. My Mongolian army is really trying to catch up with the Chinese retreating Mongolian army. This hex is empty. I think the Chinese maybe just escape. I don't know. So I can maybe try to get this one. And then the street is, or road is not more blocked by Chinese. I also try, of course, to move again here southeast. Tomorrow I will, I need one more day. So in 2 days I will arrive, in 3 days I can maybe kick here once more the Chinese. Hopefully they surrender, or I don't know if they really want to fight again. And here I have my block unit. This is a mixed brigade in fort, in heavy terrain, so impossible to kick out normally by Chinese. Not in this, or under these conditions. Everything else is moving. I move here to kick out this Chinese out of the space force. Normally, I'm not so sure. I could normally let them stay here and ignore it, but maybe they have still too much attack value. I must maybe kick them once more with the risk that they will surrender and then reappear soon later. If I can kill them or defeat them once more and then they're retreating in the high mountains somewhere, then I would say then they are empty. Then I don't must care them at all. So my attack here against the British was not successful, but maybe tomorrow. This is Thai forces. At least in this stage, they have low morale and not have very high experience. So you can train them. I think 55 is the highest level of training you can get, and higher training also will normally increase somehow the morale at some point. Nothing else here to see. Everything is moving. I have my destroyers here. No. So my minesweepers are here. They are done with Soabaya. The base is nearly fixed completely by my engineers, because this is the advantage of if you have divisions here, they have a lot of engineers, at least some, and they can rest, and at the same time they fix the base. Good. I took this base. There are resources, nothing damaged, there was no enemy. I will take tomorrow this base, hopefully. There's only mini base force. And I prepare a double attack against Timor to take Koh Peng and Lao Tem and Dili at the same time. These 3 bases I normally must take. Roti is not on Timor, it's a smaller base or island, independently. There's also some mini Australian forces left in the jungle. I only want to take the dot base. I will not walk. I cannot make amphibious assault against this. This is inland. And I only want to take the dot base. So hopefully these Australian forces maybe will die somehow over time. This is all malaria area. If you touch the base, you can always see that here is malaria zone. I think Tulagi is also still malaria. Luganville is also malaria, but not more New Caledonian. Comac is malaria, but Nomaya is not malaria. So this is also why it's nice to have Nomaya, because here you can rest and heal your units much faster. And it's of course a triple defense terrain. So I don't know, somehow here is this is malaria. So it looks like everything, this is malaria zone, and the source of it is normal temperature zone. And yeah, 2 ships are here, 2 are in port. So why I had no airstrike, I don't know. No, I had an airstrike, but too little and don't really had any effect. Problem is that I'm little out of fuel. I even had to split my forces because these guys are low on fuel. And I have the other task forces, they are just barely okay with the fuel, but I must still return to base. I sent more or less my main service task force passed by and was hoping to intercept here something. I found this AO, but the rest escaped. So I have here still my battle cruisers and my heavy 16-inch battleships. And there is something more. So I will maybe try to hunt this guy down, but a little far. And if I cannot really run with full speed, this will consume too much fuel. So I must catch them with normal speed. This is still normally faster than any cargo ship. Most cargo ships do 2 or 3 per pulse and not 4. So, but this is maybe everything what I can find here. 2, maybe 4 more ships, plus this task force, whatever they are. Of course, I must also risk not too much. Pearl Harbor is not too far away. So 3-4 days I think is the maximum I can stay in Tahiti before I must return anyway, because the risk of enemy battleships showing up or enemy carriers are always possible. So anything else? I don't think so. Yeah. Then see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.